3, 2, 1. You're listening to Latino Living.
Hola a todos, welcome back to Latino Living,
a podcast about the lives of Latinos in Louisiana.
Okay, done. Cut the camera.
Este podcast es parte de HSJA at Northwestern State University.
Hola. Hola.
During each episode, we will share with you topics that affect las vidas de Latinos in este corner of the state.
My name is Alison Flores. I'm your technical director and your editor.
I'm Natalie Matthews, your assistant producer.
I'm Juliana Nobles, your social media director.
I'm Matiari Perez, your set design coordinator.
I'm Valentina Puak, your marketing coordinator.
I am Isabel Juarez, your co-host and co-producer.
I'm Lia Portillo, your host and producer. And this is Latino Living. Un podcast para todos. That's a lot of work. Hola a todos, welcome back to Latino Living.
Y bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio.
We're your hosts, Lia Portillo
y Isabel Juarez.
And today, our third episode will be titled Primera Generación, which means first generation.
And this episode is special for both of us because me and Leah are both first generation students.
But Isa, what is a first generation student?
First generation student is someone who is first in their family to attend college, a 4-year college or university.
So we wanted to do this episode para hablar sobre los estudiantes that are in the first generation to attend college, and we really wanted to highlight their stories, que nos cuenten esas historias that make them special and that propel our communities forward.
And for our guests today, we have 2 NSU students, Marta Sierra and Jakobie McCormick, and we also have an advisor from TRIO, which if you don't know, TRIO stands for Student Support Services, and Ms. Frances Welch kind of talked to us a little bit about how her journey as a first-generation student is, and kind of how her job is to guide those first-generation students here at NSU.
TRIO is a federally funded program that gives students access to college. And when they get into college, our job is to help them to stay in college with good grades and to graduate within 4 to 6 years.
So stay tuned to listen to all of the stories that we have in store for you in this episode. But right now, tell us, are you a first-generation student?
And what are some of the struggles that you face being a first-generation student?
Let's hear from you.
Could you tell me your name?
Rannon Jett.
And Rannon, what is a first-generation student?
First-generation student is when you're the first person, like, in the family to go to college, like your parents and grandparents didn't.
Perfect, thank you. Hola, ¿me puedes decir tu nombre?
Miguel.
Miguel, ¿y tú sabes que es un estudiante de primera generación?
Sí.
¿Me puedes decir qué?
Bueno, primer estudiante que ha estado aquí en la universidad por primera vez, ¿verdad? Y que también ha sido el primero de esa familia.
Perfecto, gracias. What is it like being a first generation student for you?
It's pretty nice. I mean, my mom or dad, they never really graduated, but I don't really feel too much pressure to graduate. I'm just kind of, it'll be cool if I graduate.
Yeah.
You know? Like, this is my senior year, so almost done, yeah.
Done.
Pues gracias a Dios se siente muy bien el hecho de saber de que soy la primera persona en mi familia en entrar al nivel universitario, y el hecho de saber de que mi hermano menor también me dijo que quiere seguir mis pasos y también quiere venirse aquí al extranjero a estudiar música, se siente muy bien, la verdad.
So today we have with us
Jakobie McCormick from Frances Welch, and I am first gen.
And we also have
I'm Sierra. I'm from Primera, Louisiana, and I'm also first gen.
Awesome. So thank you guys for being here and coming talk to us about being a first generation student. The first question that I have for you guys is, did y'all always know you were going to college?
Yes, I always knew I was coming to college. One, because my mom was definitely gonna make me go to college, and 2, it's always been like one of my big dreams just to come to college and just succeed in life.
I also have always planned going to college. my parents weren't really pushing me to go to college, but I wanted to be that different, make a difference in the family.
For sure. And what was the process of like applying to colleges? Did you guys like have an issue in mind whenever you guys were applying, or how did you guys kind of end up here?
I struggled a lot because my parents didn't even graduate high school, so they had no idea what to do, but a teacher from my school helped me a lot with the whole process, and my counselor did too. So I personally say it was pretty easy to navigate with all that help.
That's nice.
That is nice.
What about you, Chloe?
I say it's pretty easy as well. I wouldn't say it was too hard, but it was kind of confusing at sometimes, like trying to fill out certain paperwork and getting certain information out there. But overall, I'd say it was pretty easy because I had a great community around me to help me get through it.
For sure. But did you guys like have in mind NSU, or how did you guys pick NSU?
Well, for me, my stepdad came here. He graduated from here, so like this is the first place he toured me. He was like, I wanted to go to LSU, so he was like, I'm gonna show you NSU before we make you tour LSU. And so I came here, and like off rip, I just loved the campus, like the leadership. They wanted me to come here. I just loved it so much, and so like I always wanted to come to NSU no matter what. And then like you said, freshman connection, that sealed the deal 100% when I went.
I wanted to go to LCU, but after coming to Inside V-Day, completely changed my mind. Like, pretty sure I was recruiting by the time I got out of Inside V-Day at my school. And seeing how everybody is so united and how they're always willing to help was definitely a big factor in me coming to NSU.
Oh, that's cute.
I know. Hey, you are Inside View Day, Marta. I don't know if you remember.
I do. I remember every Inside View Day because I went to both of them and Freshman Connections. So
Wow.
I remember all of y'all, yeah. And I have a bad memory too.
I guess we're pretty memorable, guys. But talking about, like, I think one of the biggest things that helps first-gen students is being involved. So what was that process? Did you want to be involved whenever you set foot on campus? Did you not want to be involved? Or what was that like for y'all?
For me, I wanted to get involved as soon as I stepped on campus. I was just nervous of doing too much. So, like, I kind of stepped back a little bit at some moments. And, like, when I got involved with POP and BMA, that really, like, pushed me to just get more involved on campus. So, I've loved it so far. Like, it has been challenging at some times, but I love it. It's amazing.
I wanted to do everything.
We see that everywhere, by the way, guys. Like, we'll see her and she's at a photo. Oh, I didn't know she was in ALD. I didn't know she was doing this.
I'm not, but yeah, I win. I did a lot in high school, so having a lot of things on my plate besides my classes wasn't that big of a change to me. But yeah, I mean, getting to meet the HSJ girls was honestly awesome. I mean, I knew some of y'all already, but it was great. And then the social work club, definitely, I think it played a big factor in me becoming more social and knowing more people. So
we love that social work does that.
We might need to take some classes. Sometimes we're like, we don't want to talk.
So how has your family supported you guys through the process of being a first-gen student, deciding your academics, and just checking up on you?
Okay, so I think my parents were kind of like iffy about this whole process because I was iffy about it because obviously we had never done it and they couldn't really help me. And so I was just like, I think I'm going to do business. And it's like, they kind of feel more supportive to business and I kind of know a little bit more about business. I'm semi-good at math, so I could try it out. And then, obviously completely changed it. And then the reason I gave them to I'm a communications major. They're like, what is that? And I was like, I really actually have no idea. They told me something about a camera and they're just like, are you going to get a job in that? Are you sure you're going to get a job in that, that you're going to do good? Just like, that's a good question, Dad. I hope so. I really do. And then now that I can kind of show them the stuff I've done and they're just like, oh, okay, maybe this is your calling. Maybe this is the right path.
I think they really support me all the way. I think they worry about me a lot because I'm 4 hours away from home. So it is a big struggle being a first generation student and being so far away from home. But they really do support me and I had to like tell my mom at one point, stop calling me, because she called me like every day, and like I loved it, but at the same time, like, Ma, can I live my life? Like, you know what I'm saying? But they definitely are very supportive. I do appreciate my family a lot.
That's cute.
See, I'm the opposite. I call my mom and all the time, every day, but they're very supportive. I think they're okay with me doing whatever as long as it benefits me in the long run. And yeah, they've been really supportive. Dad bragged about me being in social work, so that was great. But yeah, and my parents worry too. They make sure that I'm okay, that I'm eating, and that I'm getting through my classes. So yeah, I think I've gotten a lot of support from them.
I recommend to students that they join an organization, and they don't have to necessarily join it right off the bat. They can go participate in a meeting to see what it's about. They can get with somebody in their class and get a study buddy. They can also just go to activities. They can team up with their roommate and go somewhere so they're not by themselves, because that was my problem in college. I didn't want to go anywhere by myself. And unless someone came to my room and got me, I wasn't going anywhere. So they need to just find someone to buddy up with so they can go out, and that will help them to learn to make friends and to be more comfortable outside of their dorm, their residence hall.
So we talked with Miss Frances at Trio, and she was talking a little bit about how some of the things that, some of the hurdles first generation students have is not feeling like they're belonging, and she always recommends to join a student organization. So what student organization has helped you guys feel like you guys belong at NSU?
For me, I say POP. POP has really like made me become the best leader I possibly can be on campus. And like what you said about like emailing to get into the what was it called?
A newspaper.
Yeah, newspaper. I emailed Miss Rita like every day to get into POP just so I could make those connections that I had. And I would say like that led me to becoming a freshman connector, which was probably one of the greatest experiences of my life, and it really just shaped me into the leader I am today.
And for those who don't know what freshman connectors are, could you explain us a little bit?
So freshman connection is basically freshman orientation leaders. So basically like my job is to help freshmen get registered for classes and make a big impact on their lives when they first come to campus.
So you're paying it forward.
Yes.
We love that. What about you, Marta?
Well, I'm in HSJ in social work, as I mentioned before. I don't think I can pick, honestly, because then there's going to be a fight. But anyways,
He says like there's only one right
but no, I feel like y'all impacted me on becoming more social, because when I got here, like you mentioned, I was honestly like I did not fit in. I thought I did not fit in at all. I was weeping my life away in my bed every day. No, I'm joking. But yeah, and social work club, I think it truly like brought out my leadership skills, because I am a social media officer. So having to go to the meetings and like, hey, like I need this, I need that, truly brought out my like leadership skills in it. And Jakobie was actually my freshman connector this summer, and that impacted me too, because I got to learn more about social work as well, and just the dynamics at NSU and what they do and everything really. So,
wow.
Lisa?
For me, well, I'm in HSCA, I'm also in NSU TV, I'm very involved with student media, but like outside of that, I'm not really too involved. But I think definitely being in student media has helped me be a lot more social. Used to I did not speak. Well, I did speak, but it wasn't like outgoing. And now it's a problem. Now I can't stop talking. Now they wish I would stop talking. So I think it definitely helped me develop definitely make connections outside of other orgs. Now I'm friends with people who are from completely different backgrounds and stuff. So it's helped me a ton. Definitely get involved and feel like I belong somewhere and feel like I have friends to go and tell stuff to. Yeah.
And so, I mean, for me, my freshman year, 4 hours away, coming, you know, we don't know nobody. We don't have anyone from our high school coming. I was also weeping, Marta. I was like, oh, I hate it here. I hate it here, but I was like, no, I have to see it through. I have to see it through. I can't go back and transfer. Like, that's embarrassing. I can't transfer. But honestly, NSU really like helped me bring out the best version of me, and it gave me a lot of opportunities. And if it weren't for POP, I wouldn't know how to be a leader. And then student media just kind of like emphasized that by letting me be their editor.
What kind of legacy do you guys want to leave behind for your future kids who may not be first generation students, hopefully may not be first generation students? What kind of impact do you guys hope to make?
The impact I want to leave is just to like let my kids know that they are enough, and they have to just be enough for themselves and nobody else. That's the only thing I can really say.
What about you?
Yeah, I think basically the same, that whatever they do, I'll be supportive. And if they don't want to go to college, well, we'll figure something out. But, yeah, totally. To not be scared to reach their dreams and goals.
For sure. And I think, like, for me, like, now it's, like, not, like, as in kids. Obviously, kids, I don't have kids. But as in my siblings, I'm like, oh, you know, like, yeah, you don't have to go to college if you don't want to. I mean, I would love if you did. But, like, you know, you do you. Like, do whatever makes you happy. And if that's college, then we'll figure that out. Now I can help you. Now I know how to apply for, you know, be a little bit more help than maybe my parents were, which wasn't their fault. But I was just like, now I know the process. Now I can kind of lead you and help you the best I can. And, yeah.
The legacy that I want to leave is that I want anyone that like knows me, like my siblings, or if I have kids, that they should not be afraid. If they want something, if they want to achieve a goal, whether it's college, whether it's a certain job, or like aspire a certain career, that they can totally go for it. And to always ask questions, because whenever you don't ask questions, you don't know. So make yourself use the resources that you have available so that you can achieve your goals. And that's hopefully the legacy that I'll leave. And I loved hearing your stories. Is there anything else you guys want to tell us? Anything you want to leave us with?
No, nothing.
What?
Well,
okay.
maybe in another episode.
Yes, maybe another episode. We really did enjoy you guys. I think that's all we have for today. Do you guys want to do that ending with us?
Yes.
Yay! And this was Latino Living,
Un podcast para todos.
Ciao.